Hey guys, Gio here with Beyond Quotas. Hope you all having a great day. Just wanted to let you know we came out with a new episode for our series called Financial Literacy. Our first episode was about commission breath, so I hope you had a chance to take a listen to that a couple weeks ago. Our second episode is going to be delivered by our co-founder, Travis Holmes, and is focused on eliminating debt. I hope you really take some notes because it's a great way to take a listen to some of the topics that he's going to be talking about and get you back on your financial track. Let us know what you think. Like and share. Have a great day.
Welcome back to Beyond Quotas. In the previous episode, we talked about commission breath and the importance of gaining control of your finances. In this episode, it's going to be very short. We're just going to talk about eliminating debt and the process to go by eliminating debt very quickly. And we'll be putting this up on our website, so there's no point. You don't have to worry about if you're driving. Don't write notes and everything else. It's going to be up on our website for you in a spreadsheet form. But I wanted to touch base on just how this process actually works. What we're going to do in order to eliminating all debt, we first got to find out how much debt we have. No brainer, right? But it's important. Listing the debts that we have gives us an idea of where we're starting. Now, there's a lot of ideas of, as far as, we'll say credit card debt, of putting in order based on the interest rate, whether the high or low. In my personal opinion, I just like to put the lowest balance first to the highest. And the reason for that is because it's going to be the quickest the lowest balance is going to be the quickest to pay off. It's going to give us hope, because if we have a massive balance and we start there just because it has a lower interest rate, the time it's going to take us to pay it off is really going to be disheartening, I guess, is a way of putting it. And so we want to make sure, obviously, we gain momentum. We get the motivation to continue going. So that's why I say do the lowest balance first. So this process is simple. For the credit card debts, we're going to pay the minimum balance for every credit card. Now, I would suggest to go ahead and automate that. So no matter what, you don't have to worry about that. So, with your credit card, just set up auto pay, minimum payment. What we're going to do, we're going to scrounge together. We're going to figure out how much money we have extra that we can pay towards our debt, our credit cards. So let's just say hypothetically it's $100, $100 to $200. Hopefully we have enough, at least $100 to $200 to pay it, toward our debts. So what's going to happen is we're going to pay $100. And let's just say, hypothetically, we have 4 credit cards. We're paying the minimum payment of $100 per credit card. If we're paying an additional $100, then we have $200 paid towards our smallest account, right? Once we get that paid off, we use that same amount for the next balance. But now that we have $200 there, we also add the minimum payment of $100. So now we have $300 for this one. Once we're done with that, then we go to the next. That's $400. So again, we're kind of creating a snowball effect. Getting more and more money. It's the same concept of, kind of compound interest. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Again, we're the snowball. Once we get everything done, once we pay off the debt, this is important. The next step is using that same debt, I call it debt snowball, is a common term for it out there, but we use that same amount of money to build our savings. Now, it's typically we want to set aside 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. I like to say 6 months because I like a nice cushion, so I don't have to worry about it. But 3 to 6 months is generally the good rule of thumb. Once we get there, there's 2 different options on that aspect. One, we can max out we can increase our 401k contributions. Obviously, that would be a good idea, but also using that same amount of money to set aside for investments. Whatever you want to do, obviously, you depending on your financial situation is up to you. But here's the thing. We're already paying that money. So therefore, we're not necessarily using it. And typically this debt reduction plan is going to take 8, 10, 12 months, maybe even more, depending on the amount of debt you have. But we're not using it for that amount. That money we're paying down, we're not using it. So why not move it toward investments? Why not continue to grow your money? And that's the thing. Well, obviously, this is a quick episode about the debt elimination process and not necessarily the investments. We'll get into the investments at a later date. But that's just an idea for you. But again, I hope this was informative. I hope this will help you. Again, that the first step. Again, let's kind of tie it back. List out your accounts. List out the amount of debt. Become aware of the debt. Also, get rid of your credit cards. You don't have to necessarily cut them up, but put them in a safe place where you never have to pull it out and swipe. Quit digging your hole. Then create a plan. How much money can we put towards our debt reduction plan? Have that set aside every month and committed. And then work the process. I promise, if you work that process, debt will be gone quickly. It may not be 2 weeks, 6 months, 12 months. It may take 2 years. Who knows? But the idea is to eliminating debt to eliminate stress. Because the more stress you have about your finances, the more the commission breath becomes prevalent. And again, thanks a lot for listening. Be sure to check in on our website for this spreadsheet, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.